What if I told you, some cars lose so much value, they become financial mistakes before your first oil change? We're not talking about normal depreciation. We're talking about cars that drop 40%, 50%, even 60% of their value in just a few years, leaving owners trapped, overpaying, and stuck with something nobody wants to buy. And here's the scary part. Some of these cars come from brands people still trust. Today, we're exposing 15 cars that are already losing the resale game badly, based on depreciation trends, buyer demand, reliability concerns, and real-world ownership costs. Watch this before you buy your next car, because number 12 is an absolute financial nightmare. 1. Chrysler 300. The Chrysler 300 looks like a luxury car at a discount price, but that illusion fades quickly. This model has been around for years, with very few meaningful updates. While it still has a bold design, most buyers now see it as outdated. Inside, the tech feels behind, and fuel economy is far from impressive. The biggest problem? Demand. Fewer people want large sedans today, especially ones with aging platforms. That causes resale value to drop hard, sometimes faster than expected. 2. Nissan Leaf. The Nissan Leaf helped start the EV revolution, but today, it struggles badly in the used market. The main issue is battery degradation. Older Leafs lose range over time, and replacing the battery can be extremely expensive. Now compare that to modern EVs, offering 300 miles of range, and suddenly, the Leaf feels outdated. That gap in technology destroys its resale value. 3. BMW 7 Series. The BMW 7 Series is one of the most luxurious sedans you can buy, but it's also one of the fastest to lose value. Why? Because once the warranty ends, ownership becomes risky. Repairs are expensive, parts aren't cheap, and the complex electronics can turn into long-term headaches. Buyers in the used market know this and they stay away. That fear alone causes massive depreciation. 4. Chevrolet Malibu. The Chevrolet Malibu is a perfect example of a car that simply gets lost in the crowd. It's not terrible, but it's not special either. In a market dominated by SUVs and crossovers, sedans like the Malibu are losing relevance. And when demand drops, resale value follows. Fleet usage also hurts it, as many Malibus end up in rental companies flooding the used market. 5. Jaguar XF. The Jaguar XF delivers stunning design and a premium feel, but resale value tells a different story. Jaguar has struggled with reliability perception for years. Even if newer models have improved, that reputation sticks. Luxury buyers don't want risk, and used buyers definitely don't want expensive repairs, so prices drop. 6. Ford Escape. The Ford Escape might seem like a safe choice, but resale value says otherwise. The Escape is widely available, which creates oversupply in the used market. On top of that, competitors like Toyota and Honda dominate this segment with stronger reliability reputations. When buyers have better options, the Escape becomes harder to sell and prices fall. 7. Kia K900. The Kia K900 is one of the biggest resale mysteries. On paper, it offers luxury features at a lower price than competitors. But that's also its biggest weakness. Luxury buyers care about brand image. And despite Kia's improvements, many buyers still hesitate to spend luxury money on the badge. That hesitation leads to extremely low demand in the used market. 8. Dodge Charger base models. The Dodge Charger has a strong image, but not every version holds value. High-performance trims can do well, but base models suffer from heavy depreciation. Why? Because many Chargers are used in rental fleets, police use, or high-mileage driving. That creates a perception of wear and tear even for well-maintained examples. More supply plus lower trust equals falling resale value. 9. Infiniti Q50. The Infiniti Q50 once had strong potential, but it hasn't kept up. The design feels dated. The infotainment system lags behind competitors, and updates have been minimal. In the luxury segment, innovation matters. When a car stops evolving, buyers move on, and resale value drops with it. 10. Hyundai Sonata. The Hyundai Sonata is actually a solid car, but it still depreciates faster than expected. The reason is simple. Heavy discounts. Hyundai often offers strong incentives on new models, which lowers their effective price. That directly impacts used values, making resale weaker. It's great for buyers, but not for sellers. 11. Volkswagen Passat. The Volkswagen Passat has quietly faded from the spotlight. With production ending in several markets, long-term demand is uncertain. Buyers worry about future support, parts, and resale potential. That uncertainty alone can push prices down. 12. Maserati Ghibli. The Maserati Ghibli is the definition of a depreciation disaster. It looks exotic, it sounds expensive, but financially, it's one of the worst cars you can buy new. Within a few years, it can lose a huge percentage of its value. Maintenance costs are extremely high, reliability concerns exist, and resale demand is limited. It's a dream car. Until you try to sell it, 13. Chevrolet Impala. The Chevrolet Impala is another casualty of changing market trends. Full-size sedans are no longer popular, and the Impala's discontinuation makes things worse. Even though it's comfortable and practical, demand just isn't there. And without demand, resale value collapses. 14. Lincoln MKZ. The Lincoln MKZ struggles to stand out in a highly competitive luxury market. Compared to German rivals, it lacks excitement. Compared to newer brands, it lacks innovation. Add in discontinuation, and resale value drops even faster. 15. Fiat 500. The Fiat 500 is stylish, compact, and fun, but resale value is weak. Reliability concerns, limited practicality, and a niche audience all work against it. It appeals to a specific type of buyer and that limits demand in the used market. Why these cars fail in resale? Now here's what connects all these vehicles. 1. Rapid depreciation cycles. Some cars lose value faster simply because newer versions improve drastically. 2. Weak brand confidence. Reputation matters. Even small doubts can scare buyers away. 3. Poor market timing. Sedans are declining, while SUVs and hybrids dominate. 4. High ownership costs. Expensive maintenance kills resale demand instantly. 5. Oversupply. Too many used units equals lower prices. Here's the truth. Buying a car isn't just about price. It's about what it will be worth later. Because the biggest cost of owning a car isn't fuel, isn't maintenance, it's depreciation. And the cars on this list, they lose value faster than almost anything else on the road. Want to win financially? Simple. Avoid buying these cars new. Instead, let someone else take the depreciation hit and pick them up used at a fraction of the cost. That's how smart buyers save thousands. So next time you're shopping for a car, don't just ask, do I like it? Ask, will this car hold value? Or destroy it? Because now you know, some cars don't just lose value, they erase it. If you want the list of cars that actually increase in value, or SUVs that run forever without breaking, make sure you subscribe and watch the next video, because your next car decision could cost you thousands.